If you're in the market for a car that's big on space, practicality and versatility, then a used version of the Ford Galaxy could be right for you. It's one of the few proper 7-seat MPVs left on the market, designed from the ground up to carry people, luggage and everything that family life can throw at it. But is it still a smart choice on the used car market? Well, in today's video, that's exactly what we're going to be finding out. Now, the Galaxy has never been about turning heads, and that's kind of the point. Its design is clean, smart and functional rather than flashy. At the front, you've got Ford's recognisable grille and slim headlights, which help it look more car-like than van-like. The side profile is long and sleek, with large glass panels that aren't just there for style. They'll flood the cabin with light and give passengers a brilliant view out. Now, it sits lower than some SUV alternatives, which makes getting in and out far easier for children, grandparents or anyone less mobile. That's the sort of detail that matters to families, and Ford's thought of it. Overall, the Galaxy looks understated but purposeful. It's the kind of design that blends nicely on the school run or outside the office. Step inside and the Galaxy reveals its big party piece, sheer space. Now, the dashboard has been lifted from the old Mondeo, which for anyone who's driven one will be very familiar. It's well laid out and the infotainment screen is pretty intuitive too, albeit not as up-to-date as more modern units. But what's great is all the controls are separate. So you've got your touchscreen infotainment system at the top, your radio settings underneath and your climate control underneath. That means changing them while you're on the move is straightforward. Where the Galaxy really shines is its clever seating system. All 7 seats are individual and usable, not only just by kids, but for adults too, even in the rearmost seats. The middle row, all 3 seats are on sliders so they can move forwards and backwards, which means you can have more boot space or more leg room for anyone sat in the back. And as I said, the 3rd row can be used by adults even on longer journeys. It's probably one of the main reasons why the Galaxy has proved so popular with taxi drivers. Now onto practicality, and that hasn't been missed either. There's lots of storage bins and cubby holes all around the cabin. You've got a really good deep pocket down here. You've got 2 good cup holders. You've got more storage bin down here with 2 USB chargers, another bin at the top and a good size glove box too, plus door pockets that will fit large bottles of water. Families will really appreciate just how light and airy it is in here thanks to these big windows. It really is overall a really nice place to be, whether you're just doing short journeys or traipsing across the country. With 7 people on board, the boot space is modest, enough for a weekly shop or a couple of soft bags. But fold the 3rd row down and you've got a wide flat load area that's perfect for buggies, sports bags or suitcases. Fold the middle row as well and the Galaxy turns into something close to a van. The load bay is huge, square and easy to use. The tailgate is wide and tall, which makes loading bulky furniture or DIY gear far easier than in most SUVs. This is what sets the Galaxy apart. It's built for real-world usability, not just for looks. By 2020, the Galaxy's engine range was focused largely around Ford's Eco Blue diesel engines in 2-litre form with various power outputs. These engines are smooth and refined and ideal for carrying 7 people with absolute ease. They're also impressively efficient as well for a car of this size. Drive it on a motorway carefully and you'd average somewhere in between 40 and 50 miles per gallon. While there was a petrol engine available, you're more likely to find diesels in the UK, and there were some versions which had 4-wheel drive too, but the most popular ones to look out for are the diesel front-wheel drive versions. On the road, the Galaxy is better than you might think for a car of this size. The steering is light and agile, which is handy when you're trying to nip through busy city traffic or even squeeze into tight car parking spaces. The suspension is also quite compliant. It does a really good job of soaking up lumps and bumps and imperfections in the road while still managing to be composed, which is always a good thing, especially if you've got children eating sweets and stuff in the back. You don't want them reaching for the sick bags. In fact, if anything, we'd say that this car felt more like a large estate car to drive rather than a big SUV, which makes long journeys feel considerably more comfortable. Cabin noise is also very well controlled, especially in the third row. Now, what should you be looking out for when you're buying a Galaxy? Well, the key things and the telltale signs are, firstly, check the mileage. These cars are notoriously known for being used as taxis and they get abused. So check the mileage. If it's particularly high, be very cautious. Also check the boot as well. If heavy cases and bags and everything have been used for airport runs, that's another indicator that this could have been used as a workhorse. But it's not just former taxis you need to keep an eye out for. These are well-known, popular family cars as well. So have a look in the back for kick marks on the back of the seat, or sweet wrappers, or any sign of damage where sweets might have been dropped on the seats as well. Other things you need to be wary of, well, firstly, if you go for an automatic, check the gearbox, make sure the changes are smooth. Any signs of jolting or lag in the gear changes could mean an expensive gearbox repair bill. Also, make sure the infotainment system is up to date and working properly. Sometimes they can be a little bit laggy, especially if the software's not been updated. And finally, as you would do with any other used cars, make sure that there are no advisables on the MOT service history. The Ford Galaxy has always been a car with one clear mission, and that's to make a car for families who want more comfort, more space, and more flexibility. And this 2020 version does that absolutely brilliantly. It's got a well laid out cabin, usable 7 seats, and a drive that's better than most of its rivals. Okay, it might not have that image that comes with 7-seat SUVs, but it is a well-packaged car that in the real world actually outshines some 4x4s. So if you're after a used 7-seater that's practical, pleasant to live with and comfortable for the family, then the Ford Galaxy could be the right car for you. Thanks for watching this used car review of the Ford Galaxy. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give us a like, and while you're here, please subscribe to the Cazoo channel, hitting that bell icon so that you're notified every time we upload a new video.